to NuBros.
The door was open.
Perfect. What's up guys, and welcome to the NuBros. This is episode 5 and we're doing Hero Dogs,
where we are going to pick we have picked 3 different hero dog stories that we have found on the internet and wrote it down or in various platforms. He's a laptop because he loves his laptop. Me a pad because I like writing.
Got a couple of tampons from his from his local store.
That was a secret.
Oh, you want to talk about that pad?
Oh no.
Oops. Okay, so we're going to start off with this guy's story.
The first story I found was about a black retriever called Swansea Jack in Swansea, Wales, and this was during 1930s.
Do you think his name's Jack and it was Swansea Jack because of where he's from, or was his name Swansea Jack?
As far as I'm aware, it was Swansea Jack.
Oh, okay.
The dog Swansea Jack found a small child drowning in the river where he was. I don't know why he was there, but he was there, and saw that the boy was drowning. So he went into the water, pulled him by the scruff of his neck or his collar, and pulled him out. The boy was amazed at the fact that this dog's just saved him. So he went into his town area and told people. And this, I know this kind of sounds like the story where you cry wolf. The boy cried wolf. The boy tried to explain, a dog just saved me from drowning.
Wait. Did they give the dog a treat? Cause I mean that's some trick.
No.
No.
They didn't. No one in the town believed that a dog saved this boy. He just thought it was just
racist. Dogs can shoot people.
And then there was a second time that the dog rescued a swimmer. And this time there was witnesses present. So there was witnesses present to the rescuing, and then Swansea Jack saved another one, then another one, and then so on. So it came to the point that over the next decade he had rescued 27 people from drowning in the most dangerous rivers and docks in Wales. And he was giving a silver collar for this, and the Bravest Dog of the Year award. Well, the silver collar was from the Mayor of London, and the Bravest Dog of the Year award came from Swansea, the town themselves, or Wales. It's from Wales, and also the Mayor of London got a statue made in the dog's honour. And he was the inspiration for the Swansea Football Club's nickname Swansea Jacks. And that was the story of Swansea Jack.
Tell us another one, Grandad. On to the next one. Bit more family orientated, not just a widespread hero. Picture the scene. You wake up, your dog's barking, but it's not the usual barking and howling at the moon. Your dog's barking frantically and makes you curious. So you get up and you notice your house is on fire. Well, that's what happened to our family, and I don't know where actually, it did not say. But it happened to a family, and the dog managed to alert the woman that owned the house, and save her whole family and the dog, thankfully.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That is probably one of my worst nightmares.
I know.
Waking up and your house is on fire.
Your dog's just barking.
Luckily, this family had a dog that was well alert, you know what I mean? Like obviously you can smell the fire, but when you're in your bed sleeping.
And what was the most amazing about the story was they didn't name the dog, but the dog was a three-legged blind dog, and it still managed to save a full family. Yeah, saved a full family. They didn't give the name on the story, which was unfortunate because it would have been really nice to know the dog's name.
Yeah, that would be.
But the three-legged blind dog, which I'm going to call Gypsy, saved the family. Nice story of a dog. On to you.
On to the next one. My next story is about. It says it was the most famous dog in history. This dog. No. Unfortunately, no.
Molly?
Bob.
Bob? I was close. Bob Marley was close.
That's no Bob Marley. Bob was born in South Australia in the time during 1882. For some reason, he was very fond of trains.
Trains?
Yes.
This doesn't sound good.
He's called the Railway Dog. Bob the Railway Dog. He spent his He spent his early years as a stray, often found following railroad workers to work, until Bob was captured by the dog catchers. That's what they called them.
Why this?
And it seemed like he was destined to be put in the pound, but one of the station guards bought him, and he often ended up riding in the guards' vans. That's what they called it. And then the dog was often riding in the guards' van with his master until his master got a promotion, and Bob ended up having to ride the trains alone. But it came to the point where he was jumping from train to train. Every night he would go with a railroad worker home to get a meal for that night, and then the next morning back on a train to different places in Australia. To the point it came to when he was ever seen in your area. You would find people following him and everything. Like you would like see what would say. This is exactly the wording. If you like, do you remember when the Pope came to Glasgow?
Yeah.
And it was just like people would follow that and everything. That's what it was like when Bob came to your country or your area in Australia.
First, I would respect the dog.
He was given a special bracelet that had his name engraved, so whenever someone saw that the dog, they'd see the collar with the bracelet, and it also says on it, "Let this dog roam free."
Fair enough.
When I read it, like when I pick out these stories, I read the stories first and then I go, right, how does that make me feel? Like, how does that make you feel, the fact that that dog, even though it's not a common hero story, but it's a story of a dog that was allowed to roam free, who ended up becoming famous for that exact reason.
I was a little jealous.
Huh?
I was jealous. You got all that stuff and no work.
All he did was follow railroad, why do I keep saying that? Railroad workers to the point, and then he got captured by the dog catchers, and then he was bought, and then forever he was, let's say...
What makes you think about that? The dog kind of has a metaphor. You follow your dreams and you will get the rewards.
Exactly. And on to the next one.
The second one I done was there's a hero dog that managed to save his owner by doing the Heimlich manoeuvre until the ambulance was able to arrive.
Seriously?
Yep, she collapsed, choking on an apple, and the dog repetitively bounced on her chest, licking her face to keep her from passing out until the medicals could have arrived. But just by doing that, managed to save her from dying.
That's quite...
Just shows you, man, everyone knows first aid.
And it also shows you as well, what do they say about dogs? Dogs are man's best friend.
And they saved him. The dog's name was Toby. I got a name that time. I was quite happy about. Don't like when I can't name the dog. Or if I can't find the name of the dog.
I like the fact that like dogs do live up to what they say. The fact that they're the man's best friend and all that. And I'm not saying cats can't save people's lives. I'm sure there's quite a lot of cats out there that saves people's lives.
I'm pretty sure there's even more, just don't care. It's a general gist you get from cats. They sit there like, I don't care, don't look at me. That's what you get from cats.
But talking from a dog person's perspective, I like to look at these stories and go, that's amazing how a dog was able to, in this case, save a woman using a dog kind of way of the Heimlich manoeuvre. On to my third and last story is about a Saint Bernard dog called Barry. Barry
the Bernard.
The Saint Bernard dog was specifically bred to be a search or a seek and rescue dog. Did you know that?
My dog. But
during the times with the monks, that's what they were actually bred for. The single purpose.
I forgot to search and destroy dog. They go, well, that's good to know. Find him and
during the times when I'm not saying that the monks are done or anything. It's just at this point it was during like, see where you have mountains, snow and all that. It's just constantly snowing. The dogs would end up be going around in pairs. So if they found a lost traveller or a traveller that's trapped.
With the cartoons, so those big fluffy dogs, like the tiny keg.
Yes. Yes.
You see them cartoons all the time.
That's a Saint Bernard dog.
Is it? No, know that.
They travelled in pairs to the point where if they found someone who was lost or trapped in the snow, one of the dogs would dig out the traveller, and the second dog would sit on the traveller to keep them warm until while the other dog went and sought help from the nearby monastery.
See, now that must be difficult to train, because you can't stop your dog from biting. Yeah, someone can train two dogs to do a search and rescue mission.
I don't know what's wrong with my dog.
It
says in the article that he was the second Saint Bernard dog, but there's not enough evidence, which I can't. As I said, Barry was one of the famous Saint Bernard dogs who in his 12 years he saved over 40 people.
Damn.
In 20 years, 12 years, saved 40 people. Barry's most famous rescue was when he rescued a small child who was lost and trapped in an ice shelf. It came to the point where Barry did all the things where you dig them out, you sit on them to keep warm and all that, and waited till it got to the point where Barry figured, well, no one's going to come, no one's will be able to manage to get to this area, so he took it on himself, pulled the child onto his back, and slowly, inch by inch, got back to the monastery, and they were able to give the child help.
Was the dog okay?
Both of them were okay.
On to the next one. Not to name people, I don't know if I can, but I won't. Just say Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Smith noticed something when they came home, and the dog was standing between the babysitter and the son, and growling at the babysitter. Normally, they wouldn't have done it, but the dog killing was a really friendly dog, which, yeah, fair enough. But it kept growling and barking at the babysitter, and it didn't name names of the babysitter at all. Well, I'm not trying to evade that. So what he did one time when he went out, he stuck a phone under the couch and recorded the babysitter, and found out the babysitter was hitting and verbally abusing the child.
That just doesn't rub right with me.
What does rub right with you? Yeah, well, the dog managed to convince the parents of this child to leave a phone. Obviously the child's too afraid to say anything, and that's understandable. Every dog protects
Their owners.
the people that they love.
The family.
Yeah, after everything that happened and everything was done away, the babysitter faced jail time and still is in jail for child abuse, really. On to a more personal note. The reason we did this today was because of what happened on Sunday, was it? Sunday? Sorry.
It happened on Thursday.
Thursday?
Starting from Thursday, yeah. We were supposed to be filming a video on Thursday for the new trials, but due to stress and scheduling, because also Heidlas couldn't make it here because
We have other work as well.
But it got to the point where we were going to do a video. We were going to try and do a video over Skype
We're going to do a Gmod trial. We do it online, but we will probably do that in a future video.
It got to the point where I was too stressed to do it as well. On Thursday night, my oldest dog had to be taken to the vet hospital because she was heavy breathing and she couldn't breathe correctly. When we got told what was wrong with her, we got told that she had heart problems and fluid in her lungs. So the vet's hospital says, okay, we'll have her overnight and we'll give her oxygen and we'll give her medication to ease and try and get rid of the fluid in her lungs. And then on Friday I went up with my dad and we collected my dog Bobo, and she was really more lively than she was before, but you could still see that she was still having problems breathing. So we were told, go up to PDSA to see if there was anything that they could do for my dog. Sadly, there wasn't anything that they could do. So the vet's suggestion was to put her down there and then, but she says that the other suggestion was to take her home that night and give her the best day of her life, and the next day she would go up and be put to sleep. So on the Saturday, as I said that she was going up, she sadly passed away at 4 PM, and again we didn't have time to do a video, and I didn't want to do a video because at that point it was a bit too much for me, and Heidlas was a bit stressed out about it as well because Bobo, she touched a lot of people emotionally, mentally and physically in her 14 years of being with us. I just want people to know that we didn't do it out of the fact that we just didn't want to do a video. We couldn't do a video because we had to let the wounds heal, let the grieving. I'm still grieving at this moment in time. It's still fresh in my mind, and we fought that we would today come up, say things that remind us of Bobo. Okay. So today we decided we'd do our topic today about hero dogs.
Because Bobo might not have been heroic like that way, she was to us a hero dog.
So I thought this is just randomly while we're doing this video. I thought we'd say a couple of stories, things that reminds us and what we're really gonna miss about Bobo. My one would be coming home from work and looking in the hall and see her face light up just because I've came home, and the fact that even though she knew I was in the house, once she knew that I was safe, she would go back to her bed, and I find that was one of the good things about Bobo.
There's a couple I had when we first started hanging out, whenever we walked into your house, she always ran to me, just patched you. That's quite fun.
She did that quite to a lot of people.
Another one was the times we used to just play games, and she just walked to the door, look in, and just walk away. It was like she was making sure everyone was just alright, like, you alright? Go! Then walked away.
Most of our old videos that we have made a lot of videos in the past, and we have been like through YouTube in and out for the last 4 years.
Oh, I've been on YouTube since 2010.
And all our videos that we were going to plan to make, because we were going to make a games channel not that long ago, and all of our intros, when we were doing our intros, my dog Bobo would end up walking in and going, and then shake her head and then walk back out. It was hilarious to think about it.
How long have we known each other? Fuck.
We've known each other 16 years, she was 14.
So,
Go on in.
you're not 14 years. Same, but it wasn't even, it was a couch.
Just in the middle.
I think it's though, even when yourself you lived in like a Fox bar, because you was only around the corner from Banana State, the best part of that was the first time we came in, Mel played WWE SmackDown, and the dog was trying to lay a SmackDown on you instead. And it was kind of that process of, right, she's only still a baby, she's just trying to get amongst it, she's trying to join in, but obviously she doesn't understand, she's not got thumbs, so she can't play with. You know what I mean? So
I should think it's something to try.
even coming in here every time, she kind of, even though she was kind of getting blind towards the end, she still knew who you were. As soon as you walked in, she heard your voice, she knew who you were, and she recognised and she remembered you. That was best. Fucking do that. Pancakes. She loved her pancakes.
Chips, fritters.
She loved her fritters and chips. She loved eating deep fried. She was Scottish. In general, she was a Scottish dog.
And the one funny thing that I find about Bobo was the fact that she was a vegetarian. That the only reason why she was a vegetarian is because every time that she had meat, she would start scratching her ears because it agitated her ears, and every time we came in we had to give her like chips. So,
why is it every time we do a video with someone you have a vape pen?
What's next? Well, that's what I thought.
It's every video with another person.
Needs a burger.
So guys, that is our video for today, and we are really sorry that we weren't able to upload on Sunday for the new trials. But I'm sure you'll understand
Aye, man.
why that we didn't upload at all. I can see you in the background, you know. And as always guys, remember to like, comment and subscribe for more content like this. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our Patreon to become a Patreon.
Remember guys, be yourself, because nobody else is like you, and if they are, it's weird as fuck.
profile.